Hello, and welcome back to Dark Souls 2. Not at Smelter Demon version 2, because I'm taking a break from that fight. Collecting souls, ideally some levels, definitely some life gems and human effigies before I go back there. I want to get everything else in the area explored first, and I hope it goes well. I didn't get burned. I didn't get burned, lucky. I got stabbed by an arrow. Which is not the right word, but... These guys are a lot less threatening than they feel like they should be for how janky they move. That was not input. I didn't input that last attack. Anyway, it's back to exploring the central, like, foyer area of the Brume Tower. No idea where I need to go. Somewhere up in this... somewhere in this area is stuff that I need to find. Okay, this was gotten to from somewhere. That's where I entered. I want to get that down one and that door. I'm going to go for the door first, because I can get the other one from here, instead of the other way around. Please, no annoying enemies. This is not going to be fun. I believe there are annoying enemies. That make these guys significantly tankier, and maybe even heal them. It might even make them unkillable. It might revive them. I'm gonna get hit. Yep. I hate this smelter wedge system. I don't think it's interesting at all. If the smelter wedges weren't consumable items, sure, it could be fun. But the fact that if I want Fume Knight to not have healing, thereby artificially increasing its HP, I have to avoid using these wedges. Trash enemy location. I hate it. It's just... Oh, I hate the smelter wedge system. I have one left, and then I want to keep 4 more, in case having one is too many for Fume Knight. Like, I'm gonna run past these guys. If I die, I die. But if for the Fume Knight fight, having one of those left is too much, I don't want to have to deal with it. I'm gonna get hit here. And I just accept that. I'm also fine with dying now, because you can't lose more HP now. Yeah, nothing there. Ah, lovely. 280-degree attack. There's a chest right there. I almost walked into the pit. And by pit, I mean over the edge of the cliff. I'm gonna die here. He's gonna launch me off. Because there's no way I'm gonna be able to get back in. Okay, he stepped back for some reason. I'm gonna die here. He's gonna hit me through the wall. Please move. Love this design. I understand. They want to incentivize you not running past the enemy. But it's just not fun when the enemy takes multiple minutes to kill despite being a fairly basic enemy. I will open the... Oh, shoot. I thought it was coming from above for some reason. I will kill So I need to go in here to get my souls back. But I need to get the chest more than anything else. 'Cause yeah, if the smelter wedges weren't consumable items that are limited, and they didn't have the final smelter wedge locked after Fume Night, you can't get the last one till you've beaten the Fume Night. It's just dumb, in my opinion. Okay, so I think I'm complaining. I think this one would be fine to remove because I remembered where the other one that I left is. There was an area right by the bonfire that inflicted curse buildup, and that area I'm just going to ignore. I think I got everything of value, and if I didn't, I can go back. But if I don't have a smelter wedge used there, I will always have enough for Fume Night. So I could use it here. Of course, using it here would still result in an obnoxious fight because I'll have to go into the door before I can use the smelter wedge to allow me to fight the giant. Ah, lovely. You have to be quick to get to the level you actually want to get to. It is just annoying. Wrong direction because it faces me that way every time. Okay, I can get that close to the fire without dying. Oh, I lost all my souls again. 20,000. Down the drain. I have to just wait. They couldn't make it so that you could actually get off at the stop you need to get off at. You just have to waste time. I really think that's the epitome of this game. Just so much stuff that's just there to waste your time. Like, does it technically make it more difficult? Yes. Does it make it more difficult in a way that's fun at all? No. Is my personal opinion. I don't think it's an objective truth. Lovely. I'm dead. Because I messed up. I just... I don't know why. Everything about this, a lot of stuff about this DLC is frustrating me a lot more than even the most annoying stuff so far in the base game. It could be that I had higher expectations for it than I had for the base game. Like, I was like, oh, Fume Night is viewed as a great fight, so the rest of the DLC must be great. But I hate these guys. It's fun, but they are just annoying. I have to be full HP, otherwise they will definitely one-shot me. Because, like, these lava guys, if I had vigor, the lava would not be anywhere near as dangerous. And it's like punishing low vigor, but it's mostly just a mechanic that is annoying as opposed to entertaining. How much HP does that give? I'm not going to use it, I just want to know. That's a lot of HP. But that's boring. Like, it's clearly just mean-spirited the way this stuff is set up. Like, oh, all these doors that you want to open to check for stuff, they fall into a cliff. Every single one of them. If only one fell into a cliff, it'd be like, haha, good joke. But all of them do. Which, like, makes more sense in reality. It does, I think. Should I try to jump down there? Probably not, because that's not where I want to go. I want to go here. Okay, it's not a mimic. If this was a mimic, I would hate them forever. And I would actually consider stopping playing the game. Completely useless. I would actually consider stopping this playthrough right there if there was a mimic there. Or stopping it for like a couple weeks. It was a weapon. No, it wasn't. No, it was a weapon. Right? The way weapons and stuff, like the way items work in these games is really bad. There it is. Okay. It can use sorcery as a spear. Kinda useful if that's your playstyle. Do I want to just drop onto that? Probably not. I could though. Maybe I have to. Yeah, the alternative is jumping here. Which worked out. I don't know where to go now. There was another elevator here or down from here that I can take. I think there's something I missed on this elevator here. I just want to figure out where that went. Okay, I don't really know where that went. Okay, so I need to get onto that, ride up one more. Or I can just go, yeah, I think I want to ride up this one more. I'm really glad being close to this doesn't deal damage. It's the exact type of thing they would include in the game, though. I might want to try to jump into that. That's the issue. Okay. I thought that was an okay jump. It wasn't quite right, but I think it's probably a doable jump. Because it looks so intentional. If it isn't intentional, it's a good bait. And I respect that bait, but... I'm gonna have to do this again. I actually think there is a better bonfire. I think I should just go from the bonfire on the bottom. And accept a little bit longer of a travel. Actually, maybe not. Oh, actually, I should have... I absolutely should have cat ring equipped. Because then I'm less likely to die from just random fall damage. So, I'm lost. I'm trying to go in there, which means that I need to get onto that, which means going down to there, which I can jump to, which jumping seems iffy. The other option is just go right here, I think, and go around. And get on here. I got it. Good. Bug ahead. Oh, this type of bug. I'm not going to be able to get it because I have the wrong weapon. Please be the wedges. Please. Nope. That's funny though. I still didn't try the bright bug. Shoot. Smelter demon fight, I should attempt to use a bright bug. Once it gets past the second phase. I should try it. Okay, how do I get back? Like, what is the best way? I guess that. That is so sketchy. Okay, now I have no idea where to go. There might be stuff up that I've missed. There might be another... I think this one is what I need to ride now? To go even further down? Yeah, this goes further down than that one, but I need to go on to the other one first. Okay. I will rest at the bonfire, because I need to start from here. I think attempting to use bright bugs against the... I don't know how long bright bugs last. I might actually just search that real quick, because if it's only like 10 seconds, I'm not even going to bother. But if it's like a minute and a half, they're probably pretty good. I need to be paying enough attention, though, that I don't fall. And by fall, I mean continue riding this longer than I have to. which has nothing to do with falling. Okay, so this is where I need to go down, I believe. Just bright bugs. Type of consumable. Wrong wiki. Don't want to ever use that wiki. It worked out fine, but I wanted to land on the upper platform. You know what? I'll even go back, wait, get on again, and then take the upper platform. So this is the end of this. That's good to know. Okay, yeah. I'll have to sprint and jump carefully. 2 minutes of plus 20% damage and minus 20% incoming damage. That is super good. That is so strong. Is there an infinite source? I don't think there is without taking advantage, maybe without taking advantage of bonfire aesthetics. Someone's gonna jump down. Oh, look at that. The little gap that shouldn't exist. But honestly, I think Dark Souls 2 is a weird game. That actually could be useful. How much strength does it give? I am now at 48, so it gives 5 strength. That's pretty good. It might be better. 131. 96. Four damage from the 5 strength. It's way worse. From a damage perspective, it's way worse than the blade ring. Ah. Should have expected that. If they're on fire, they do double damage at least. Oh, so I have to go down. And then down again. And take the upper path of the second down. Here I'll need to jump again. Oh, I almost fell. I fell. Yeah, Smelter Demon down at the bottom there. Smelter Demon. Fume Knight. You can see the aura of the things that need the smelter wedges. Wait, there's still stuff above me. For sure, because I haven't gotten the smelter wedges yet. Guess I have to find the smelter wedges first. I need something that goes up from here. Which kind of has to be this one. Because none of these other ones go up. I want to... Oh, I lost my souls anyway, that's fine. I was going to say... My whole goal has been collecting souls. Well, part of my goal has been collecting souls, but I just died like that to lose all my souls again. Great fun. What am I doing? If I'm collecting souls, I should have this equipped. Okay, I'm just gonna ride this for a second. Look around, see what I might have missed. Yeah, this is apparently up from here. What I'm looking for. It's not there. Apparently it's up another elevator, so it could be this up here. There could be something I missed. Oh, yeah, because I didn't go the other way. I only went through that door. I think this is currently better. No, it's not. It might be. It might not be. I'm not confident that it's better against these fire-resistant enemies. Oh. There's a chance it triggers explosions, and I'm not risking that. Get sliding. Lovely. One exploder. This already exploded. A lacerating knife. Oh, 15 lacerating knives. So I need to get past this. Doesn't seem like there's anything in there. Get sliding. Can I trigger that guy to get into the AoE of the explosion? No, I can't. Oh, that's actually really good. Wow. If only they stuck around a little. If only the fire was a little bit slower moving. Are there two people there? There are. This is the epitome of Dark Souls 2 design. Just obnoxious. Like, it doesn't even look like they were carefully placed. It doesn't look like, oh yeah, we'll carefully position enemies so that they jump out. The two on the left, sure, whatever. The two straight ahead do not look like they were positioned with any intent other than, hey, let's make this difficult. Okay, at least it wasn't two of those guys. So I can potentially backstab one. I got shot by an arrow that I didn't see being charged because there's 4 people. I am going to run past them all. Guess what? They don't like people running past stuff, so they make it impossible to use fog walls when enemies are nearby. But then they place enough enemies that it really incentivizes running past stuff. It's wonderfully well designed. Definitely doesn't defeat the goal. Actually, is there? I already went down there. Okay. I am very much looking. Why close the door? Why make me open the door every time? It's another thing about this game that's so confusing. Like, why do they make the doors close every time you die, go to a bonfire, stuff like that? Like, just leave the door open. Like, all it does is make the game more annoying by wasting the player's time. Like, it's just such weird decisions that they made. Now, that one might not have been just a decision to annoy the player. It could have been some, like, they needed to do that, otherwise the engine is prone to lag or something. I don't know. I should have shot those guys first so they get pulled into the explosion. Because them getting exploded there would be pretty good. It helps that they almost get destroyed, but yeah, like, okay, actually, anything in there? Anything there? Doesn't look like it. I can run past everything. If I can physically run past everything, it would be the right choice to run past everything and hopefully not die to the fire. I will probably die to the fire on my next attempt. But I'm going to equip a bow to shoot those guys, to hopefully drag them into the explosion, to disincentivize, to make it so that there's less of a reason for me to... They could have synced this up a little better, huh? Like, it wouldn't have been very difficult to make it so that when you get to the top, this will be at the bottom. From a gameplay perspective, why would you sync it so that it wouldn't... It would... Why would they sink it so that it is consistently on its, not where you need it? Actually, what I could do, probably not actually. I was thinking maybe if I shoot it, it will slide, but I assume it's directional, right? Okay, didn't get exploded this time. I'm dead. I think this DLC is tilting me. It's probably a case of my low vigor properly coming back to ruin my time because this area is late game. So it's more important then. To like, having the low vigor means I get one shot more readily for multiple reasons. And not just everything else. It's not even so much the enemies killing me, it's that there's 15 of them, there's 6 of them everywhere. This time it synced up, that's good. If only it was consistent in syncing up, so that you didn't have to... I wasn't paying attention. So you didn't have to sometimes wait. My souls are gone yet again. He's not going to get exploded. He did. Thank goodness. Time saved. Nope. Bad choice. Okay, let's try this. Nope. Hit this. Have this ready. Pull them, hopefully. I missed. Wow. It's definitely necessary to have every one of them aggro at the same distance. That's definitely fun design. You have to fight all 4 at the same time, or run away and bait them into fire downstairs. That's the intended way to fight this. Yeah. Abuse the fact that they can only travel so far so that they burn in fire. Great design. Wonderful fun. This is the correct way to do it, because it results in me not wasting 15 Estus to kill 3 enemies that are all in a small corridor. Did the other ones die somehow? Where'd the rest of these guys go? Did their AI lead to them running into the fire? Great game. It's just so silly. Yeah, their AI is just trash. Okay, so that's back out. That makes sense. And this is going to be the smelter wedges, right? Yes. So now I have 4 smelter wedges? Okay. Perfect. It's so well designed. It's such a good game. Oh, it's just... The exploration that doesn't have to do with bosses can be very annoying, but it's fine in my opinion. Like, it's obnoxious, but it doesn't feel as bad when you're not running to a boss that you die to quickly, but I really don't understand a lot of the choices. Okay, I don't know where to go. No, let's go get off. Get off here. go around and ride this one down. Just like, the enemies are placed weirdly. The enemies aren't implemented in a way that they are intelligent enough to not walk through fire and die. And having them walk through fire and die seems to me like it is the best choice, instead of having to fight 4 enemies with odd movesets. It's not the one I want anyway. Like 4 enemies with odd movesets in an awkward hallway. Wait, yes, it's this one. No, it's not. It is the other one. It just bugs me. Like, most of the boss fights I think have been pretty good, even. Like, I'm bad against Smelter Demon for some reason. It's going very poorly. It shouldn't be going as poorly as it is. But the way stuff is set up is just frustrating. I'm gonna get one shot again. So, oh. Please die. He might not have died. I do not know. What? What? Oh, I guess he jumps. I guess if you take that path, you can get the jump on him. And that's the only reason to do that. I don't think I got any items there. Ah, yes. Enemies. Ah, so fun. I need to buy arrows so that I can just shoot stuff like this. Wow. I mean, it is actually good that they don't. I'm gonna get jumped from behind. One more. Okay, fire guy is far enough away that I'm fairly safe. I'm not safe anymore. Oh, lovely. Necessary. Necessary. Beneficial to the game. I think this might be... Yep. Can't do that. Can't do that. I'm gonna have to kill every enemy on my way down. Maybe not. I might only have to kill the people that reach the bottom floor, but... I respect not letting you open the stuff without killing the enemies when it's the first time you're opening it, so you have to actually fight them. That's fine. It can be very annoying when they spam enemies, though. Like, it's a very personal opinion type thing. I do think, in terms of enemy spam, Dark Souls 2 is the worst of all of the games. I can't compare it to Sekiro or Bloodborne. But I think when compared to Dark Souls 1 and 3, it really has a lot more enemy spam, like gank bosses. There's just a lot more numbers advantages for the enemy. Ah, there is a second fire guy. That wasn't the guy that fell last time. One more. I didn't die. I got lucky. I might die here though. Nope. That was a weird roll. I'm dead if I get hit. And not a backstab. Not a backstab. I think Dark Souls 1 maybe is a bit generous with backstabs. I don't know. I think Dark Souls 3 and 1 have less annoying backstab mechanics because you can actually rely on it to occur. I need to kill the fire guy because he can one-shot me. Whereas Dark Souls, this game, I don't think I can ever rely on the backstab. It's consistent sometimes, and then sometimes it isn't. So I don't feel comfortable being like, okay, the only way to do this is by backstabbing this guy. I would not be able to trust that the backstab would occur when I needed it. Yes. I mean, the fire at least seems to be consistent where the fire shows up. But it's, I think, always on the left side. But I still don't enjoy the fire's chip damage. Because I don't think you can react to anything to avoid getting chip damaged. Which I'm not a fan of chip damage in general. In things that don't have inherent, like, healing. Like, games where you can heal consistently without worry, I'm just gonna run past you. I'm not gonna try to fight you anymore. Like, they really do a good job incentivizing running past stuff. For a game that has design choices that are explicitly centered around not running past stuff, they really do incentivize running past stuff. Like, now that I've gotten that door open, on my way down, I'm gonna run past everything. That spinny guy takes reduced damage, presumably because of the smelter wedges somewhere. So it would take a minute plus to kill him. I'm gonna run past him. Well, it probably wouldn't take a minute. It would take closer to a minute than I would want to for a fairly basic enemy. Which is why I'm gonna treat him that way, but... So I'll run past him, not go that path, hopefully grab my souls, but not have to open a chest, causing a huge delay. Grab my souls. Leave. Hopefully there's a bonfire in a nice place. Yeah, just fall down the hole. Where's the last one? Right here. I didn't roll in time. He applies bleed. That's neat. I'm gonna die. If he shoots me, he doesn't shoot. Good. Grab my souls, then keep running. I might get stuck here, so I'm gonna have to wait just a second. Okay, nothing that way. Probably just step on this. Okay, nice. I'm pretty sure there isn't a nightmare run to the Fume Knight boss. I think there is a bonfire close to it, which will be my goal for today. If I find the boss bonfire, if that's the run, that's awful. If that is really the run, this is terrible. It's a terrible run to a boss. Ah, and there are enemies all around. Because if that's the run to the Fume Knight, it's not going to be very fun. There's a door there. There might be a bonfire there, I hope. Or at least a shortcut to a bonfire. There is a bonfire, perfect. I would leave a wedge open just to see what happens with, like, to see how annoying it is, but honestly, I feel like it's just going to be annoying. Like, if it's just healing and defensive effectiveness on the boss, that's gonna just make it take longer. And it taking longer means that it's a better test of whether you can actually complete the fight consistently. But I'm not good at consistency. I'm good at not being consistent. So it's just a better choice, in my opinion, to not have the boss heal. Though, if you're aggressive, the healing matters less, probably, and I play very aggressively. I don't shield for half of a fight. I will make exactly one attempt and then wrap it up for today. One try. That's it. I have a basic understanding of this fight. There's like two sort of phases. There's a few explosion attacks. I don't know precisely when he explodes, when not, but... Terrible roll. I should be dead. Okay. I assume he will resist fire, so I will definitely use this weapon. His HP is not crazy. There's some sort of... Oh, that was bad. Okay, so that's a step forward stab. Good to know. There's some sort of method. I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm not going to search it. I'm not going to try it. There's apparently some sort of method to maintain a specific phase of the fight where you can bait a specific attack. If he does that specific attack, it elongates the time before he can change phases or something. So you can keep that looping forever. I'm not going to even look into how to do that. But this is, I think, a good place to leave it. So I'm going to equip better armor. Yeah. Don't need the Jester's cap. I don't know if he does fire damage later. I assume he will, but I'm basically just going to look for something with more blue numbers. Like whatever has the most blue numbers is what I will go for. It is kind of interesting though, this is my highest fire resistance or fire defense helmet. Yeah, in terms of helmets, I was going to change. It's not really... I mean, poise, which is I think the top one, could be improved, but I'm actually fine sticking with this helmet. It has decent stats. Or seemingly decent stats. I don't know how much these matter, but like, it is actually better than the hat I was using before I purchased it. The only reason I purchased it is because it has item discovery. I think Dranglake is the best defensive armor that I have by a pretty large margin. I really want to be able to use the Majestic Greatsword. I should go check that. So I will wrap up basically here. I'm not going to make any more progress. I'll just check what upgrading the Majestic Greatsword costs. Because weapon-wise, I'm going to... Basically, 2 Greatswords power stancing is combat viable, I will think. I don't think it will be viable to power stance Ultra Greatswords. They're just too heavy. Twinkling. Okay, that's doable. I can probably get it up to +5. If it's cheap enough to get to +5, but... I want to waste time farming levels just to be able to equip that weapon. But that's so many levels from before I can power stance it. It's just not realistic. I could go respec. I didn't want to respec, but I could go here. And I think you can respec. I can pull some stuff out of strength. I won't be able to use the smelter sword for a while if I do that, but I could pull stuff out of strength, pull some out of other stats, considering all that. I don't know if I can even do that, though. I think it's her?
Still, do you?
I don't have any soul vessels, so I can't. But I don't know where you can get them. I'm not going to search where I can get them because, frankly, it was mostly just a whim. Like, hey, I'll try it if I can, but... So... Now that I have Smelter Demon, I think that's after... Well, Smelter Demon. I have Smelter Demon, I have Fume Knight. Both of those are the weapons that I want. There's a second Smelter Sword that comes from Smelter Demon. And there's a Fume Ultra Great Sword that comes from the Fume Knight. So, I guess that's what it's gonna be next. I'm gonna do Fume Knight. And then adjust. I really don't like consuming boss souls, but I really should. I should get something out of them. Pump levels so that I can actually use fun weapons. Okay, let's see what one boss soul gives me. Last Giant, what does it give? Well, Last Giant's a bad example because it's the very first boss. But if it's like 6k, I'm never going to use these for anything else. Let's just consume all the ones that aren't like great souls. Like, I'm not going to use that one, though I actually might, but I probably won't. Because it has a great sword, but it's a... You take damage every time you swing it. Or every time you deal damage with it. So, I don't know why I'm doing it here instead of elsewhere, but... Skeleton Lord. Also, I'm assuming... Yeah, Cat Ring definitely doesn't apply. It shouldn't, and it almost certainly doesn't. Demon... Some of these I haven't checked, but basically, at this point, I'm committed to the... I mean, I already have 5 weapons that I want to be upgrading. I can't add more to the list. So I think it's best to just use them. Now that's Duke's Your Freya. So this is an interesting fact. Rotten, Old Iron King, Lost Sinner. I think Freya was the last fight. You can use those. You really don't want to. I'm pretty sure that Duke's Dear Freya was the last... was the final fight for that line. Why is hers not a... like, Great Soul? Okay. I don't need more strength. I need more dex. I need to get it to 37 for it to be usable at all. The dex will benefit me more, right? Yeah, it benefits me more. I'll get it to 25 at least. I'm only going to use the Majestic Greatsword power stancing. I'm just going here for the stats. So I need 12 more levels here before I can power stance it. As well as needing 22 here. 24 here. 14 plus 8. 22. So I need 34 more levels, which will get me to 150. That's really high. But I would need all that to be able to use to power stance the 2 great swords. I have 43 strength. I'm not going to be able to power stance the smelter swords at this rate if I want to focus on this, but... this requires... So I need 30 strength for that, and I need 37 strength for that. So I could... If I had a vessel and I respect, I could get 6 strength removed and add it to elsewhere. So instead of 34, I would only need 28 levels, which is a lot. Still a ton. This is the real factor. The fact that this needs 20 int and 20 faith makes it really hard to use when I was so focused on strength. If I respect, I could probably drop my vitality. Because I'm at 58 with this setup right now. So I could lose probably like 10 levels of vitality, maybe more, and still be fine. Maybe not 10. I could lose a lot of vitality and be fine. Yeah, I could lose a ton of vitality and still be able to work. So I could get 5 or 10 levels out of that. I could get... I probably don't want to lose endurance, but maybe I could lose 5 and be fine. So I could get maybe 10 vitality less, 5 endurance less. That's 15. I get 21 with the strength. And then I only need 13 more levels. That's not that bad. That might be doable. If I can get a soul vessel thing, but I won't be able to get a soul vessel for a while is my assumption. I can't even enter the power stance. I could swing it. I can't swing it because it's a different button. It's like, it has a different move set. Yeah, that's going to be something to deal with later. Because I'm not going to be able to do anything with that for now. But next time, I'm not going to go back to Smelter. I'll go back to Smelter after I either get sick of trying Fume Knight or I beat Fume Knight. I'm uncertain. Fume Knight has such a better run that it's not going to tilt me as quickly, I think, because it doesn't seem inconsistent. I exit, I run, that guy spawns, but I can enter the fog wall before he even gets to me. Like, this run feels easy. I'm going to stop, though. I'm quitting out because then I can start again right there. But it was productive. Smelter Demon tilted me too much. It'll be another week before I play, so hopefully in the next week I can de-tilt, and then Smelter Demon and Fume Knight will go smoothly. Because, yeah, Smelter Demon's not hard. I'm just messing up basic stuff. Yeah, I'll wrap there. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.